are more likely to be quick-tempered. It's actually children who have been forced to suppress their emotions who tend to become more irritable. For example, if a parent yells at a crying infant, saying, "Stop crying, be quiet," the child may internalize the idea that showing emotions like sadness or loneliness is unacceptable. This leads to a belief that they must always appear happy, even when they are not. Parents' temperament. Children raised by hot-tempered parents who frequently yell may adopt the same behavior. This is related to mirror neurons, which not only replicate actions but also emotions. If a parent consistently displays anger, the child may also learn to express their frustrations through anger. Stress from environmental changes. Significant changes, like starting school or daycare, may increase a child's stress levels, making them more irritable. Children work hard to adapt socially outside the home, and may release their pent-up frustrations at home, where they feel safe. Helping them name and organize their emotions can be effective in managing this. Children who lack sufficient love and support from their parents often grow up with low self-esteem and heightened suspicion toward others. It's essential for parents to show love, support, and understanding while also enjoying the process of parenting. Teaching kids about lies. Children begin lying around age 2. Crafting a convincing lie requires advanced cognitive and reasoning skills. By age 6, children tend to have a self-centered perspective and often lie to avoid personal loss. But these lies are easily detected by adults due to the child's lack of objectivity. By age 10, children develop a more objective worldview, comparing themselves to others and sometimes experiencing inferiority. This is also when their lies become more realistic. Children who frequently lie often do so because they've had more success than failure with their lies. If a child lies to their parents, it may indicate a weak trust relationship. Even as adults, they may continue lying at critical moments. It's crucial to teach children the difference between acceptable and unacceptable lies. Lies told out of kindness or for surprises, such as planning a family party, may be forgiven. However, lies meant for personal gain, like getting something they want, need to be addressed. When addressing bad behavior, avoid interrogation or punishment that instills fear, as this may lead to defensive lying. Instead, guide them with actions such as cleaning together if they draw on the wall, or tidying toys together if they leave a mess. Reading picture books that teach honesty can also be helpful. Understanding a crying baby. When a baby cries, it's usually their way of communicating a need or discomfort, since they haven't yet developed language skills. While distracting a crying child with YouTube videos might seem like an easy solution, it could send the message that their feelings don't matter. Repeatedly doing this might make the child believe their voice isn't heard. Parents should strive to understand the reason behind the crying, whether it's a wet diaper, feeling too hot or cold, or loneliness. Naming the baby's emotions can help them understand and eventually articulate their feelings. Fostering language development. Avoid intervening too quickly in situations where the child could learn to act or communicate, like picking up something they dropped before they try themselves. These moments provide valuable opportunities for children to learn and grow. Diet and its impact on academic performance. Studies show that children who eat pastries for breakfast perform worse academically compared to those who eat rice. Pastries often lack balanced nutrients and have a high glycemic index, leading to reduced concentration. Children who regularly eat pastries have been found to have lower IQ scores than those who consume rice-based breakfasts. Focusing on balanced nutrition from a young age can significantly influence a child's cognitive and academic development.